why we stopped harming our children, why we stopped caning our children. This week, Malaysia was shaken by a tragic stabbing at a school in Bandar Utama. A 14-year-old boy took the life of a 16-year-old girl in a place where it supposedly should feel safe, the school. My heartfelt condolences goes to the family and the loved ones of the victim. No words can truly comfort a loss like this. But as a society, we owe it to them that we learn from this tragedy and make sure that such pain never repeats itself. Now the internet is buzzing like fire. Politicians, teachers, parents, even you as netizens out there, all saying the same thing, that we should bring back caning. But before we do that, we need to just take a moment, pause, remember why we stopped doing it in the first place. Back in the 80s and 90s, where corporal punishments, or better known as Rotan, was a very common thing. I was a victim of it too, I'd say. Teachers could physically punish students for almost anything. Long hair, short hair, sideburn, for talking in the class, for not doing your homework, for forgetting your homework. But over time, cases of abuse began to surface. A 13-year-old boy in Johor was hospitalized after being hit repeatedly for being noisy. A 14-year-old kid, a girl in Penang, was bruised after a teacher struck her on her thighs. And supposedly, physical punishment under Pekeliling Ikhtisas Bil 7/2003, or better known Education Circular number 7 of 2003, doesn't allow you to rotan girls, okay, female students. In 2019, a primary school student in Negeri Sembilan came home with bruises on his leg after 10 strikes. Guess what happened? He forgot to bring a book to the school. Of course, parents filed the police reports, and Ministry of Education realized that if we allow pain to teach discipline, then we risk turning discipline into an abuse. That's why Malaysia reformed its policy. Okay, only a certain male teachers could physically punish a male students, and even that was heavily restricted. Okay, so by the end of 2019, the Ministry of Education began promoting pendidikan berasaskan kasih sayang. Okay, education which is rooted in love, empathy, and understanding. Because the goal of education isn't to create fear, it is to create self-control, awareness, and respect. So now when the tragedy strikes, it is easy for us to actually just point fingers at the soft disciplining as the reason why the children are acting out. But the truth is, this stabbing case wasn't about a discipline. It was about emotional neglect. It was about a broken support system where the children's crying for help silently and no one notices this. You cannot fix this with a stick or a rotan, okay, as what you call it. And you fix this with connection. We train counselors, with parents who talks, not just punish, with teachers who can guide, not just criticize and scold. We stopped hurting our children not because we became weak, because we have evolved as a human. Because we learned that fear doesn't build better humans, okay? Empathy does. So let's not let one tragedy drag us backward. Let us remind us to move forward and to strengthen our schools, our counselors, our homes, even our hearts, okay? If we respond to pain with more pain, then we haven't learned anything as a species. as a human species. But if we respond with wisdom, compassion, and courage, then maybe, just maybe, we will build a world where there's no child needs to hurt another to feel seen or to be acknowledged. That is not softness, okay? That's human evolution. We stopped hurting our children because we learned. Please don't unlearn that.